Although BPD or any disorder is usually not properly diagnosed until after the age of 18, there are certain, say, red flags, or indicators that a child may be prone to antisocial disorders or BPD. Here is just a few indicators that could possibly suggest that the social development of the child is not where it needs to be, or that a child or teenager may be diagnosed with BPD in the future. Firstly, it should be pointed out that the most important stages in a child's social development are between the ages of 2 and 4. Children at this age must learn to play and socialize not only with family but with other people in general. This is when they learn what level of rough and tumble play is acceptable. What behavior is acceptable when they are disappointed or told no. As well as general rules of how to interact with the world around them. If the basic fundamentals are not taught or grasped at this age, then it can and usually will lead to social problems throughout the child's life as well as their adult life. Temper tantrums after the age of 4 to 5. We have all seen 2-year-olds throw tantrums. As a child gets to 3, it should be less, and after the age of 4, if this behavior is still occurring, then there is the possibility the child may have difficulties in later years. 2. Continuous antisocial behavior in children. The rule of thumb is, antisocial behavior in children, if left unaddressed, will continue well into adolescence and right into adult life. 3. Constant apologizing for insignificant matters. If you notice your child or teenager is constantly apologizing or feels like they are constantly letting people down, this is a significant red flag that they are suffering with confidence problems or feelings of self-worth. 4. Excessive lying in order to make one's achievements seem greater. Constantly craving praise for small achievements. This can be an indicator that a child lacks a sense of self. 5. Refusal to take responsibility for one's actions. A good indicator also is if the child or teenager seems to constantly have a twisted version of past events. An example would be remembering things said to them far more harshly than they actually were. 6. Extreme black or white thinking can also be a good indicator that the person may have BPD traits at the very least. 7. Manipulation of family members by making them feel sorry or guilty for the child-teenager in order to get what they want. 8. Now, this has never been proven as an indicator, but I have been recently talking to more and more BPD sufferers and their parents especially, and one factor that seems to be coming up more and more in people with BPD is when they were babies they were constantly crying and needed 24/7 contact. I am not sure how something like BPD could start in a baby so early in life, but I have found that babies that were constantly crying and would not settle to sleep without excessive human contact seem to be hugely more inclined to suffer from BPD in adult life. 9. Self-harming in teenage years. 10. Problems with planning or date and times. Constantly asking for a full rundown of what is planned for the day. Getting overly upset or throwing tantrums if plans change at the last minute.